While Black Panther is set in modern times, the people of Wakanda, a fictional African nation, have access to technology far advanced to anywhere else on Earth. Think Star Wars-like flying craft and Star Trek-like medical care. The twist? The outside world, with a few exceptions, thinks Wakanda is actually a third world country.
You're telling me that the king of a third world country runs around in a bulletproof catsuit? Why don't you ask him yourself? Because he's right outside.
As the story goes, hundreds of years ago, an asteroid hit Wakanda, and with it, the most valuable natural resource imaginable was unleashed: vibranium. Hence, Wakanda's unfathomable technology and wealth. But partially due to its geographic isolation, the nation hid vibranium's existence from the rest of the world. The movie's central conflict pits the newly crowned Wakandan leader, the Black Panther, against his long-lost cousin, the prodigal son, Mr. Eric Killmonger. You see, Killmonger grew up about as far from the Wakandan crown as you can get, abandoned by his family in Oakland, California projects. And who would have guessed it? Killmonger is a skosh bitter at Wakanda and his family, and now he's gunning for the Black Panther crown himself. But Killmonger's grievance is not merely personal. The way he sees it, it's profoundly selfish for Wakanda to bathe in secret wealth for generations, while so many black people, particularly Wakanda's own neighbors, suffered in poverty, enslavement, and bondage. Let's start with Wakanda's foreign policy. For a country that could easily take over the rest of the world by force, it's beyond laudable that it never aggressed upon another nation. Although obviously if other countries were foolish or unlucky enough to aggress upon Wakanda, it would squash them like a grape. This type of defense is not only admirable morally, it's practically effective, and most analogous to Switzerland's militia model in real life. There's an old saying, Switzerland doesn't have an army, it is an army. While the Swiss, like the Wakandans, are not perfect, Switzerland was never invaded during either world war despite being surrounded by all the main European players. The Swiss remained neutral during both wars, never choosing a side. This foreign neutrality policy is constantly incorrectly labeled isolationism in America. But there's nothing isolated about the Swiss economy, as watch enthusiasts and foreigners with Swiss bank accounts are well aware. And far from keeping Switzerland in the Dark Ages, its neutrality has helped produce one of the wealthiest and most stable economies in the world, open to tourists and business people alike. Actual isolationism, in terms of world trade, is where Wakanda actually goes wrong, and Killmonger has a point despite his eponymous bloodthirst. If you know me, you know I think free, unhampered trade, including between people who happen to live in different parts of the world, leads to increased prosperity for everybody. Clearly, if the Wakandans traded their technology with the world, all of humanity would be better off. But you might be asking, if Wakandans have such superior technology to the rest of the world, what could the world possibly have to trade them in return? Perhaps other Earthlings would have nothing tangible to offer Wakandans. But let's clear up another common misconception. Even gifts are trades. The fact that one participant might not receive a tangible asset in an exchange is irrelevant. As with any trade, a gift is given with the expectation that the gift will satisfy some want or need that is subjectively worth more than the gift's value to the gift giver. This is true even if all the giver's expectations are satisfied with a simple thank you. If Wakanda shared its technological knowledge and traded vibranium with everybody, Who knows what other life-saving and changing inventions would emerge out of the unseen and into the seen thanks to new brains experimenting with this new resource. It's astonishing what people are capable of when they aren't struggling to subsist and or killing each other in battle. Surely the obvious chance for a better world would make a better Wakanda too. I would take that trade. How about you?